Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am a single Black mom who moved from the Midwest of the United States to northern Spain, and I talk about my experience moving, experiencing the culture here, and raising my son. Today I am going to talk about shopping. It's a small thing, but hey, it is important on how life is here. First thing I would say is what surprised me is how much everybody walks everywhere. There was one grocery store a block away from me, another one 2 blocks away from me in the other direction. And like a good American, I would drive everywhere. However, I realized that I did not need to do that. I could just walk there. So, first thing I would say for anyone moving, get you one of these. This one is called Roaster, and everyone has these. The reason is because it's just convenient. It just works. And you just need it, okay? Just buy one of those. Another thing that surprised me is the quantity. I am a Costco, Sam's Club kind of person. I always bought in bulk. And so I tended to buy large quantities. And in my apartment, there is no space for a 10-pound bag of rice, okay? It just doesn't work. So quickly, I learned that the culture here is to buy what you need. No storing, no holding on to excess. It is usually buy 2 or 3 days worth of groceries at a go. Leads to a lot less waste, and it makes sure that the stuff you do buy is fresh. It really reduced my grocery bills. In talking about grocery bills, life is way cheaper. You've heard those rumors about how cheap things are here compared to the United States. It is true. Keep in mind, the salaries are also much lower than they are in the United States. I took a huge pay cut to come here. For the north of Spain, if you want to compare to what I would say Midwestern prices are, I would say 60% of Midwestern prices is what I pay for in groceries here. If you are in the bigger cities like Madrid, Barcelona, for sure, the pricing is different. The islands, for sure, way more expensive. But here, the cost of living is a little bit cheaper here. So 60% is your number. Another thing I do miss, and is the thing here, is the lack of selection. I really did get spoiled with the Walmart 15 different brands of everything I wanted. Here, I'm more likely to find one American brand that's expensive, one store brand, like generic, and then the Spanish famous brand here. So like with ketchup, I'm probably only going to see 3 types. And I'm not used to that. So I'm okay with that with the food. The food is fresh. It's really great. But when it comes to things like bed linen, like other stuff around the house, pots, cutlery, I really wanted to see a lot more selection. It just isn't, because you buy what you need. Another thing that is also surprising, and I took for granted, is the freshness of the food. Freshness means spoilage. So the first month, I could not figure out why the tomatoes, why my carrots, why everything was spoiling. If I bought fresh bread, in 3 days, it tastes horrible. It doesn't stay. But it was because they expect you to just buy it and use it, not to store and keep and keep and store. So I had to change my framing to one where if I need something, I buy it. Not I keep extra and just in case, and next year, in 4 years. None of that. And it really reduced my grocery bills, because then I don't have stuff in my pantry that I never cook or never use. And That also took a little bit of adjustment to get used to expecting to buy just what I needed, no extras. I have a compromise. I buy a little bit more and stick it in the freezer. And the last thing, not a surprise, but still something that I never had in the forefront of my consciousness until I got here, were the hours. I got used to the 24-hour Walmart kind of thing. And yes, I know since COVID, everything has gone back down to like 10, 11 o'clock where things shut down, right? But at least I know every day, as long as it's reasonable, 7 a.m., I can go to my grocery store and get something, or at 10 o'clock, I can still go. Here, no. My grocery store closes at 9 o'clock and opens at 9 a.m. Does not open on Sundays and does not open on holidays. And that is that. Like, and it's not just the grocery store, every store. There's almost nothing open on Sundays except for restaurants. Nothing open on Sundays, nothing open on holidays. I've gotten used to it now. I've restructured my life, but it's those little conveniences that you keep in mind. But I like the other side of the convenience. For example, I forget the public holiday. Everyone was at home. And I raised the question, like, how come the stores are closed? Like the mall is closed. Everyone's at home. Don't they want them shopping on that day? And everyone looked at me like I was crazy. And they're like, don't you want the store owners to be with their families? The same way it's like, come on, why are you opening on Thanksgiving Day? Here, it's like every holiday. You get to spend it with your family no matter who you are. Now, going into the grocery stores and the types of grocery stores. In case that's a thing and you're interested in that, I would group the grocery stores into three types. Okay, four. The local chain brands, the European brands, and then the American international brands. So the local store is the mom and pops, which are so awesome. Bakeries on every other group, every other block. There's a bakery. There is a grocery store or a carniceria, like a butcher store, probably every 5 blocks. You get to know the people, you get to meet people, you get to practice Spanish. Then there are the local chains, which are like Alimerca, Mercadona, where they sell groceries, but they're Spanish style groceries. So, for example, I may not find pepperoni in there. I may not find mozzarella cheese there. Maybe, maybe not. I think it's getting a bit more popular. But in general, I will find Spanish style cheeses, Spanish style things, Spanish style everything. And since I would say 50% of my diet is Spanish, that's fine. But occasionally I do want that Italian thing. I do want my English sausages. I do want my American sauces. That's where Lidl comes in. Lidl, Aldi, those are more like European. So they may or may not have American specific things, but they for sure have Italian, Indian, Middle Eastern spices. Sometimes they come in those. And then there are the international ones, like Carrefour. Carrefour is like, I would call it the Walmart. It has everything. It is Walmart, okay? Walmart with less selection. It has all the stuff you need. Many times it's the mega store. There's also El Corte Inglés, which is like kind of a Walmart-ish place, but a little bit nicer, higher end, and has house things, sporting gear, clothes, groceries, you name it, is all in there. So those are the stores I usually go to. There are lots of others, and you cannot get enough of all the small corner stores for clothes, for things. It's just like a never-ending adventure, seeing everything that's there. So that's all I have for shopping. If you have any more specific questions, I'll love to post on it. Please like and subscribe. It also helps you to see more stuff about me and content creators like me. And it really encourages like this kind of exploration of the world, and global citizenship. So thank you for joining me on my journey, and talk to you next time. Bye.